Welcome to Bad Guy Wrestling. So, this is the Friday, February 17th Smackdown recap and plus Elimination Chamber preview / predictions. So, fairly light show as far as number of matches for Smackdown. Looking at my notes here, it was only 4 matches. You had an Intercontinental Championship, was your main event, but sort of just last match, wasn't the last segment. So, Intercontinental Championship match, Madcap Moss versus Gunther. Gunther wins and retains. And then you have a tag team, Natalya and Shotzi Blackheart versus Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler. Rousey and Baszler win, as they should, this match. Drew McIntyre and Sheamus versus Viking Raiders. Drew McIntyre and Sheamus win this match. And Asuka versus Liv Morgan, with Asuka winning, which is hopefully some sort of indication of what they're going to be doing going forward. So, but get out of the way. The Intercontinental Championship, Gunther, Madcap look good. I mean, Madcap looks like a football player who's in the wrestling ring now. Very athletic, definitely all that. Gunther's still the man. There's not too much we need to say about this other than the fact that Gunther's probably going to hold that championship for quite a while, unless they're going to push him towards a main event. If Roman drops the belts or something like that, I could see him getting into the main event title picture. Natalya and Shotzi versus Ronda and Shayna. It is what it is. I mean, as far as the match was fine, it helped really solidify Shayna and Ronda as a team, as a heel team in there. It's not exactly. I guess that was more of the point here. Was not any kind of like push for Shotzi or for Natalya, even though Natalya is going to be in the Elimination Chamber, so you would think it's some sort of momentum building for her. So maybe she's just a figure that was put in to make the match better with no intention of winning. Even though I've said previously, Natalya's that person who can always win a match no matter what, just because of the experience and the name, star power that she brings to it. It was in Montreal, so the Natalya gets a big pop there. Good. Yeah. But let's move on to something that I'm actually excited about here. Bray Wyatt challenges the winner of Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar for WrestleMania. The segment starts off good. It's supposed to be a match of Hit Rose, Top Dollar, Shantae the Adonis, and B-Fab. So they're performing, and they're actually really good. They're getting booed really good, really, really well from some of the lines against the Canadians and things like that. So I was kind of disappointed for a second that they get interrupted, because I was definitely loving the segment. They were generating that heel energy that is awesome. Until we find out who interrupted them when the lights go out. So it's Bray Wyatt. He comes out with Uncle Howdy, and it's pretty cool because they're now together, and he gives a promo here in the middle of the ring and showing that they're united and that he's still the head of the Wyatt family. But what is really compelling is that he's calling out not only Brock Lesnar, but he's calling out Bobby Lashley, both of them, and saying basically, I got whoever wins this. And it's the look on his face when he's saying it. And so here's where the real cool part is, that in his storytelling, is that you can feel that his character is so confident that he is going to beat either one of them, and that there is no he does not feel like the underdog at all. And so if this is at WrestleMania, perhaps it's a triple threat. Perhaps he does just legitimately take on whoever the winner is. But I'm really hoping, since I'll be at WrestleMania, that it's The Fiend that is coming out to do this. So pretty cool. I gotta say that I really like it. Hopefully, this can make up for some of the pitch black match and the the LA Knight stuff, and get some sort of real good, entertainment going with this. The other big area, so out of the three big areas, that was one. The other one is the Drew McIntyre Sheamus versus Viking Raiders. Good match, but man, are Drew McIntyre and Sheamus, the crowd energy. I mean, I was not sold on making them a tag team, but man, now it feels good. It does not feel like just put them out of the side and keep them out, or especially Drew McIntyre, out of the title picture and distract him for now. He actually feels like a legit tag team and like the one to beat, even though the Usos are the champions right now. The Viking Raiders, this new kind of the heel gimmick with Valhalla and stuff, is working greatly. This match did good. I think it really helped both of them. It raised both of their stocks up and makes me want to continue seeing this just a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know how much longer they can keep really going through this, but the fact is that the Viking Raiders definitely, especially when you go against somebody like Drew McIntyre, usually it's kind of like the Cena effect where it just kind of squashes the other people. They really look good after coming out of this match. So really cool. I'm looking forward to more from Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, and I'm looking forward to more from the Viking Raiders and whatever happens. And we need more Valhalla. We need more of that mythical kind of stuff that they were putting in there, especially with like the video package and everything like that. So Liv Morgan versus Asuka. I mean, the what I really want to talk more about is that Asuka wins. She beats Liv Morgan, who's a Elimination Chamber participant. And so interesting as far as like Liv stock goes down a little bit. This new Asuka one, which I don't feel like they've really dedicated any kind of like on-screen time to really developing this, as far as just, people who are in the know about this character, Kana or whatever. So we haven't gotten much development, but at least we're getting a little push out of her. So, I mean, I would say she's probably my pick, Asuka, that is, to win the Elimination Chamber, and we'll get that in a second. But then finally, I already talked about Gunther looks great, but finally the end. Sami Zayn's homecoming. I mean, half of them coming out to his old music. Half of it was just the crowd just going crazy. He didn't have to say anything. He is probably the most over person right now in WWE. And it makes me scared what's going to happen Saturday night for Elimination Chamber. But it was good. It was good. Like, the seriousness of Sami now is great, because, I mean, in the last year or two, you've had, like, the paranoid Sami, the goofy Sami, the feeling oozy Sami, and now you just how diverse his character is. And you get the chills from his match. You really expect that he could actually win this. He's not going to, but you really think that he could, and it's not just going to be an underdog. So invested, and that's what we've done here. We've gotten invested with the authenticity of this character. So now I just want to go into predictions. So Elimination Chamber, as I understand it right now, has 5 matches. WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn. We have the Elimination Chamber's men, which is Austin Theory, Seth Rollins, Johnny Gargano, Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, and Montez Ford. The women's one, which is Raw versus SmackDown, Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan, Nikki Cross versus Asuka, Natalya, and Carmella. Then we have Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. And then finally Edge, Beth Phoenix versus Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley of the Judgment Day. So I'll start at the bottom then. Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. My pick, Finn Balor, Rhea Ripley, Judgment Day win. I think they will cheat. I think Dominic will get involved and as well, because Damian Priest will be in the Elimination Chamber. So I think there will be a timely thing in there, because Rhea Ripley, I don't see her losing a match leading up to WrestleMania. It just doesn't make sense. So I think there will be outside interference, but Beth Phoenix gets pinned by Rhea Ripley for Judgment Day win. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. So We have the threat of Bray Wyatt interfering within this and some of the other characters within his family. But if it stays a clean match, I think I'll go Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar wins over Bobby Lashley to set up Brock Lesnar versus Bray Wyatt, maybe even The Fiend at WrestleMania. Yeah, because I don't know where else you go with Brock Lesnar. So Elimination Chamber wins women's match. Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan, Nikki Cross, Asuka, Natalya, and Carmella. Not going to be Carmella, not going to be Natalya, probably not going to be Nikki Cross. I think it's Asuka. I think the Asuka is the winner for this, just because character change recently. Liv Morgan just got a loss. Raquel Rodriguez is good, but I think she needs more development before she's kind of going towards like a title push and stuff like that. So Asuka is the winner here. I think this is going to help develop her character and set her up as a main event player again. Elimination Chamber U.S. Championship match. Austin Theory, who's champion, versus Seth Rollins, Gargano, Reed, Priest, and Ford. Interesting thing about this, Montez Ford is a tag team competitor, is in there, especially after he's gotten bulked up, and now he's, I wonder if they're looking to make him a singles competitor. But as predictions here, I think Austin Theory retains, and it is finished with Seth Rollins moving away from that completely. So I think, just it's not Gargano, not Reed, probably not Priest, and not Ford. So Austin Theory retains. WWE Universal Champion. So the main event here, Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn. Sami coming in with all the momentum, at least with the crowd hype on this. I think that, well, no drama here. Roman Reigns retains through whatever means necessary. I think we'll have some sort of interference from the Bloodline with a Kevin Owens return tonight to even the odds. But it's still not enough. And maybe even Cody comes out to help with Kevin Owens as well. Still not enough. Roman Reigns retains and sets up some sort of controversy for maybe a triple threat at WrestleMania, because it's going to be hard with Sammy's momentum and crowd to not somehow turn on Cody, that winning the Rumble and getting the opportunity. So what do you do with Sammy and you have Cody, but because I think Roman wins, I think this just plays out longer. So there you have it. There's my predictions for Elimination Chamber and my SmackDown recap. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope that you are going to follow Bad Guy Wrestling. And so I'll be back for results and analysis of Elimination Chamber. So like and subscribe. See y'all.